It's Tia. It's been a Mississippi minute, but we bite, baby.
What's up, Pink Posse? It's your girl, Ja. And yup, we back at it like a crack addict.
It's your girl, Jiggy, a.k.a. Tanika. Listen, pull up on us. It's time to cut up, because we back.
What's up, Pink Posse? It's your girl, Kogi, and we're back. Pink Sunday Radio.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Pink Sunday Radio. Hope everyone had a wonderful week. Of course, I have my girl Tia.
Hello.
Jiggy.
Hey, y'all.
Ja.
What's up, Pink Posse?
And our special guest, FM New Money, has already showed up. What's up with you?
Yes, in the building.
All right, he's in the building. So before we get started with him, we are going to give you guys our Black queer icon of the week, and that is
Pink Sunday Radio celebrates Pride Month 2023 by highlighting Black queer icons in entertainment.
Couldn't even get an audition for the role I originated as Uncle Clifford. There were times where people were like, oh, no, we're looking for someone else. I've had people afterwards say, oh, I thought that Uncle Clifford should be like, maybe like 5'8", a little, always say a little more light skin. They think that just because you're lighter skinned, that's some indication of your identity on the spectrum. There's so many archaic things that happen that have happened to me along this journey, and standing in this moment in time right now, it's like, baby, I know there ain't nothing I can't do. From the childhood of having the moniker of uncle, but still identifying as she and her, there is a juxtaposition that happens there that requires you to see all of her. Requires you to see all of the person. So when I think of Uncle Clifford, I think Uncle Clifford is a beast. I thank you for loving on Uncle Clifford, this non-binary person with such love, care, and tenderness. The ferocity in which you guys embrace her is absolutely amazing. I hope that through my portrayal of Uncle Clifford, people are inspired to write.
well deserved, okay? Well deserved. So that was our Black queer icon of the week. Now, without further ado, you know him as the pen behind Lil Murda's tracks. Okay, sit on my lap, gang. I know you. I see you. I see
We
you.
in the building.
I see you. I see y'all in the chat, okay? But he's also a producer, and we are so excited to have you on the show, young man. We appreciate you for stopping by. I think my first question to you is, you started out catering, correct? On set. I mean, I think we're going to start there. How did you start catering, first of all? And just kind of give us a little journey.
To be honest, like, catering kind of fell into my lap. My grandmother's, my late grandmother, her boyfriend had used to work for catering. He used to always just talk about, like, boy, they working me to death. And I was still outside at the time. Like, I really wasn't. I always knew how to cook. Like, I just like to eat, so I learned how to cook. So. But one day I just started catering, and that was like when I was 22 or whatever. But fast forward years later, I still was doing catering on and off. I did music like my whole life. So when I'm not catering, I'm making music. When I'm catering, I'm making music. At the end of the day, I'm gonna make my music, and it's not really for anybody else. It's really just like a therapy thing for me. So I don't really talk to a lot of people, so I write a lot. You know what I mean? But one day I was on catering, and PValley. I was catering PValley Sound Week, and I actually wasn't supposed to work the show. I was just supposed to do Sound Week, but I left a stain on everybody, I guess. So they requested for me to come back before they knew I knew how to do music. So that's how that came about. But I made friends with Katori and Alphonse and Tyler and everybody really before I really knew what the show was about or who was who. I didn't even know Katori was the showrunner. Like I thought Katori was like working in like the hair department or something. Like,
not the hair department.
you like real talk. Like Katori is so low key. You would not you would not know. You would not know. I did not know she was, and she always used to order this omelet with jalapenos and onions and cheese. So
you remember the order, okay?
Okay.
I'm fine now. I'm fine with the cooking. Like,
okay. Okay. I saw you on live the other day making salmon croquettes. I said, okay.
Well, now I want to make some. Yeah. I haven't made croquettes in a minute.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so that was her order, and y'all just instantly just started vibing.
Actually, like when they took me off the show, they brought like I play music. Like wherever I go, any show, Tyler Perry, any stage I work on, I'm playing music. I got to. So it's 3-4 in the morning, and I got Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu going. Okay. Everybody coming to get their breakfast, and I'm doing my thing. And so I guess they kind of got used to that, and I got used to them. Like I knew what they liked, but I really was about ready to stop cooking though. Like, I had been doing it for so long, and I was like, man, I need more money. I got to do something else. And one day I asked Fonz, I was like, how do I get my music, put on the show? And originally he was like, oh, you have to holler at somebody in the sound department. But then one day he let me hear Falling. And he was like, yeah, they got me a ghostwriter. Yeah. And I was like, man, they got you a ghostwriter for that? And I was like, hold on, let me let you hear something. And then he recorded me rapping or whatever, and he sent it to Katori. But I didn't know that he had then sent them this music and everything. So it was like out the blue.
How long did it take you to like? I'm thinking about me. I would have been anxious to approach Fonz about my music. Like, how long did it take you? Did you see him for a couple of weeks coming in to catering before you asked him? Or was it like first day, here's my music, I rap also?
No, it wasn't. So one thing about me, I'm an opportunist. Like I'm always, trying to see what's up, like with the music or whatever show I work on. So it's like when I seen Fonz, I was like, I asked him what he do on the show, and he was like, yeah, I'm a rapper on the show. And I was like, how I get some music on the show? He was like, oh, you gotta holler at somebody in the sound department, I don't really know. And then I was like, okay. And then a couple weeks later, I was cooking, and he actually came to me with the Falling song. And I was like, bro, this hard. Like, you wrote this? And he's like, I got a ghostwriter. So I was like, what? I was like, hold on. Let me let you hear something. I let him hear my song called Thuggin' For Real. And he literally walked off with my phone while I was cooking. He literally walked off with my phone while I was cooking. I was like, okay, well, he'll be back. And he came back and he was like, hey, bro, you got to get a bag. And, he dapped me up and he was like, just, take advantage of the opportunity. But I'm lost. Yeah, I'm lost, bro. I'm like, what you mean? Like, and then weeks later, a couple days later, I started freestyling and he recorded me. And boom, he sent it to Katori them, and a couple weeks later on down the road, Patrick approached me like, hey, what's this music out here? Like, what music? Like, I didn't even know that Fonz had
yeah. You oblivious to what's going on behind the scenes.
Very like Tyler walks up to me, he's like, new money. And I'm like I never told you my name was New Money. Like I never told you that. I never said that. So I'm wondering how they know my name, and the whole time they were, recording to the song that I had and let them hear. So it was just amazing. It was
That seems so
really
surreal.
Right.
So you said you've always been into music. How did you originally get into music? Like what age did you start like really writing music, making music, and know like that's what you wanted to do?
I started writing music literally at the age of like 12, 13.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And I was like after my grandfather died, I used to just write a lot. Because that's who I did hang around, my grandfather. So after he died, I kind of just like stayed to myself and was writing a lot. And I know a lot of rappers, and I grew up around a lot of rappers. There's like Rich Homie Quan, Lil Baby, YFN Lucci, Young Thug. Like I know a lot of rappers. Like I grew up around these people, so it's like I was always around music. Yeah, I was always around music, so that's what we did. But that was just my way of expressing myself anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So were you planning on like becoming a rapper or a star, or was it really just your personal therapy and you were planning on keeping it to yourself?
Honestly, like I've tried to like do the little, try to be a rapper or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I really just haven't really pursued it that much. Like I really like ghostwriting and making music and just, but like as far as like being like in the spotlight, I haven't really thought about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just love to make music. Like if it I'll put it out, and if it blows, and if fame comes with it, or being a big rapper comes with it, then I'll do it. But it's not nothing I'm really just chasing.
Because
if you had your choice, you would stay behind the scenes, like you would just
that's what I was just fixing to ask.
Music. You prefer that than being on stage?
That's what I was fixing to ask him.
Well, I'm already kind of behind the scenes, so I would chase it if I could have an option on it. Yes, I'll chase it. I would. I just haven't.
So
I wasn't really.
Like if you had the choice, you could have as much money doing both of them. It would be equal. Would you take the fame? Like you just as rich being behind the scenes as you are the biggest rapper in the nation, and you had your choice of which one. You wouldn't want to be that.
I wouldn't take the fame.
Okay.
Wow.
I'd rather stay behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's more privacy.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And that's okay. For some people, privacy behind the scene works for them. And I think that is their therapy. You know what I'm saying? Staying to themselves, being able to write their music. For me, I think my question is, do you play any instruments? Because, some people, they write and can play the keys. Like, they write and you can't do none of that. I was wondering. Okay.
I can't dance. I can write. I'm the only one in my family.
Not you can't dance.
I'm with you. I can't dance either.
Me neither.
I give you a mean two-step, but other than that, I got it.
You got the
no
mean
rhythm.
pen, but you don't have
I know
nothing
how
else.
music's supposed to sound, though. I know how to. I like my cousins and my brothers and even my daughter, my son. My daughter dance like. I'm like, you ain't get that from me. I have no rhythm. But when
So you don't be on the TikTok with the little ones doing them dances?
I let them do their thing. I let them do their thing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay. So I had a question about that process, like being a ghost writer or writing, for other people. Do you tend to write? Do they give you? I know you said when they found you, they started putting some stuff to what you already had. So once you got in within that process, how did that go? Do they bring you in and play the track? Do they say this is the beat, or do you write something and they formulate the music behind it? Like, what does that process look like?
Well, sometimes I might make a song on my own time, and just I send it to Katori. If she likes it, she like, yeah, I want to use this, and I might, let's change something right here in this verse, or let's change it up in the hook a little bit. But I love the song, or sometimes I might, it's time to work. They might already have a song that they want to use, but they need me to rewrite the song. Like, they need me to, like, we just like the hook, but we don't want the verse. So we need you to change the verse on this, and rewrite this. But for the most part, Katori chooses the beats that she likes. Well, I think I don't know if the whole team does, but if Katori likes it or whatever, then boom, then that's the beat we're using, and we just go from there. Like, they just tell me what they're looking for, and or if I get an idea or something, I'll say, hey, we can keep this part of the song right here. I can change this around, and for the most part, is when I first started making music for them, it was like all me though, like and Katori. I'm not gonna lie, it was like Katori, little bad cousin.
Little bad cousin.
Yeah,
we love Little Bad Cousin.
Little bad cousin got bars for real. She got bars.
Yeah.
Don't let it fool y'all. She know how to rap.
I know. I'm waiting.
We love
for track.
Chuckalisa City.
I know. I'm waiting for track number 2.
Yes.
Yeah, she know how to rap real good. But for the most part, the process is very fun, and they'll give me a briefing on whatever they're looking for, how they trying to what they're trying to put in the song, and I just brainstorm. I'll write like literally 5 to 10 songs before we even make a yeah. But I'm not just doing it all by myself though. Sometimes they get other songs from other artists, and I might just have to change something up on their song. But other than that though,
right,
it's very fun. Like, it's very fun.
Right. We have a question exactly. I was just about to say it. I was just about to say it. There you go.
Would I take a role in the show? Would you take a role in the show? Honestly, I already have a role in the show. Well, I had a role. I was Rome's artist. I don't know if y'all caught it. It's like a little 3-second glimpse on the show. when Rome actually OD'd and fell on the table. I came in the room. I was like, somebody call the police. Call the ambulance. He ain't here ODing.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, when Rome was going night.
Yeah.
Not me playing Bird Box because I didn't peep. Okay.
Yeah, I got a little 3-second role, and I appreciate that because that was a surprise to me as well. I just wake up one day to an email with a role.
Oh, is that how that happens? That's what I was fixing that.
Okay.
But I had the audition now. Now I'm not gonna say that like I had the audition.
Okay.
So I had to I'm nervous. I'm like, no, like y'all for real? They like, yeah, like you got an audition for it. I was like, okay, all right, I got it.
You got it.
Right.
I called a couple friends. A friend of mine, she actually helped me. Practice because I didn't know how to.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, her name is Blesseth Palmer. She helped me. She helped me. She helped me with my audition tape. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
I love that.
So season 1 and season 2 music were quite different. Like I would say season 1 was a little more, as Murda says, twinkly. And then season 2 was much more like trap and that kind of thing. When you did Katori say, hey, I want a little harder season 2, or is just kind of naturally evolved that way?
Honestly, I feel like it kind of evolved that way because honestly, she wanted Lil Murda to start off as a struggling rapper at the beginning. Like, you know, his first, like they would say his music was sloth, like that, or whatever, you know. And I couldn't understand why they wanted the music to be so, you know,
bad,
sloth.
Y'all get off of
like,
Murda's top.
Right. Not too much. Not too much.
It was sloth. Like, he's right.
But it's like, I understand now, like, over the time, he really wants this. He's hungry. He, you know, so, and he thugging for real. Like, he outside. So he gotta, you know, he still gotta live his ordinary life. And on top of that, try to make it in this hard music. And then he's undercover at the same time. So, and, you know, being a rapper in the game right now, ain't nobody gonna respect that or whatever, you know. So it just was like he really wanted that thing. So he over time, you know, you keep it coming. It's like with any rapper. Any rapper who really wants it, you know, you keep putting in that work. You know, practice makes perfect.
That's right.
You know, so Murda gonna be as big as Drake. You know, let me tell it.
Let you tell it.
So was it hard to make it a little less like you said, you were just saying, you're like, why would you want his music to be kind of slow? So was it hard for you to kind of be like, let me bring it down a little bit? Like I can't hit him with my hardest shit right now.
I couldn't take it serious. Like, I was like, y'all gonna pay for this? Like, really? Like, when we made Sit on My Lap, I was like,
you know what?
That's
too
much.
Look,
not too much on Sit on My Lap. Where the Sit on My Lap gang at? Get in these comments because
they out
he is
here.
trying to.
They in these comments.
Sit on My Lap lit though. It's lit though. I ain't gonna lie, but it just was like when I was making it, I was just like, my friend at the studio, he was like, bro, you serious? Like, I'm like, nah, bro, like, this what they want. So
that's what they want.
This what they want. This what how long? I have a question. So how long are you and Alphonse in studio together? Because I'm sure once you got the job to be his ghostwriter, y'all really spent a lot of time in the studio. I know you like to be by yourself a lot, but are y'all in that studio a lot together when you're writing? Because he has to do the performance. So
honestly, it's like, so I do a lot of writing at home. Unless we're in the studio working on the song and Katori wants something changed right then and there, then yes, I can write something down real quick. But other than that, I do a lot of writing at home. But when we're in the studio recording and working, some days, you know, we might be in there for at least 8 hours.
That's a long time.
At least 8 hours sometimes. And then, 8 to 12, no more than 12. It's like a few days, though. It's like a few days. But other than that, we have like 5-hour sessions, though. Yeah, so, it's all fun. You know, we work.
Yeah.
And, you know, if Katori is very particular about how she wants the music to sound. So if Katori leave a note, then we got to go back and work on it again, and you know, until it sounds perfect to her.
Yeah.
And then, you know, after all that is done, then, you know, we sit around, we listen, make sure everything is good. If it's something needs to work on, then we'll come back to it. And, you know, but other than that, no more than on the regular, just a regular day, 5 hours. So
5 hours.
You said 5 hours like it was short.
Right.
Sounds like a
8 hours.
For me to be
8
in
to
a
12.
studio.
when you working, it's gonna go by so fast.
Go by quick.
Because you're having fun. Like, making music is fun. Especially when
exactly. If that's your passion. Oh yeah. That's your passion. Because we saw y'all before the writer strike happened. Y'all was in the studio. I wanted to be in the studio with y'all. Okay. We were all sharing them clips and we were like, dang, Katori, you, everybody. Were y'all excited to be back together? We can't wait to hear the new music. I know it was lit. I know you can't tell us nothing. But
I can't tell y'all too much.
I know.
But I'm gonna say this, boy. This new music. Listen, we getting Grammys and Emmys off this.
Okay,
that's what we talking about.
That's what we like
Bring
to
it.
hear.
Okay.
You know we gonna do a campaign for y'all.
Okay.
Okay, you know we
Period.
listen. You know we good at them campaigns now.
Now Alphonse
I'm already
is
knowing.
not.
I'm already knowing.
Alphonse is not a rapper in real life. So what was it like working with him? Did you have to do a lot of like guidance, or was he just like getting it because he does have some musical background?
I'm gonna say this. He could have fooled me. If you're talking about he ain't no rapper. He could have fooled me because I'm gonna tell you this. That man got skill. Yeah, he got skill. And when I first started working with bro, it was like it wasn't hard for him to adapt. Now I'm gonna tell you this. He's very good at acting and everything else. So when you trying to be a rapper and he already listened to music a lot, you know what I mean? So it's like let me say this. When y'all at home, when y'all was younger, y'all had y'all favorite artists, y'all used to be in the room singing and doing y'all thing. It ain't hard to adapt to being an artist. It's all imaginary. I got it on my shirt to say imaginary.
Imaginary,
that imagination. You got to keep that imagination. That's a big part of it. That's what that's my personal opinion. So, but bro is he is not hard to work with at all. Like literally, like Once I go in there, I do my thing, and I'm like, all right, he'll listen to it. I can send him the song, and he's very talented. I can send him the song the same day, and by that evening, he gonna have it down pat, word for word. Don't know what he need to say. And then as far as
agreed,
putting that murder on there. As far as putting that murder on there, he the GOAT. Like
he the GOAT.
I can't see nobody else. I can't see nobody else.
I know.
Yep.
We can't see it either. Okay. So listen, we have sit on my lap game, and we have a couple of sit on my lap questions. We have 2 questions from Tansy and JT that we're going to play. Okay, so we're gonna cue those couple of questions up, and then we got one more question from the Pink Posse. So
my question is, did you write "Sit on My Lap," and was it supposed to be a banger or a flop? Because that is my favorite song. And will we get a part 2 of "Sit on My Lap" remix?
Not a remix.
My question is,
and then JT.
Go ahead. No, he can answer that one.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So it was supposed to be a banger for Lil Murda.
In his mind.
But yes, when he came out, like, that's why he wanted Mercedes to check him out. He wanted her to dance to his song, but she like, nah. But for the most part, though, it ended up being I'm gonna say this. It ended up being a banger to us because literally we tried to make a bad song, but how you make a bad song sound good? So
because it did.
But as far as a part 2, that's up to Couture. I do not know. If you want one, we can. That'll be a good idea. We should remake to Sit on My Lap.
Do a remix. Bring somebody on. Bring someone that's on one of the other songs, Crit or somebody in on Sit on My Lap.
Okay. That's a good one, Tia.
I promise it will get the streams. All right, let's go to JT's question.
Okay.
So I have several questions.
Okay.
My first question is we getting a Sit on My Lap part 2? Because some of me and the rest of the Pink Posse that actually likes Sit on My Lap wishes for a part 2. So is we getting a part 2 to that in season 3? If so, I hope so. My next question is, I remember a while back, you posted this song called Mississippi Mud for the Pink Posse to listen to on Twitter. And do you think that it'll make the cuts for season 3 since it didn't make the cuts for season 2? And my last question is, when Auntie Tori comes to you asking you to write a verse for Lil Murda, how do you go about writing his songs? Like, what inspires you when you're writing his lyrics? Like, do you go and like do some type of research, or do you just go and just think of whatever you feel like will match his character and just write it based solely on his character details? So I have several.
Okay. Okay. So to answer y'all first question about the sit on my lap too. I just answered that, but I'm gonna answer it again. I don't know if we're gonna make a part 2, but we definitely should. So I'm gonna run that by Auntie Tori, and y'all jump in her DM with that too. And
Yes.
if she wants to, we can do that, because that'll be lit. That'll be lit. And as far as writing music for Lil Murda, I, I don't do no research. A lot of it is real life experiences for me, past experience or whatever. So stuff that I didn't experience, and how I would feel if a lot of stuff that she write about, I be feel like she be writing about me. I be like, you know, but I don't I don't do no research. It's a lot of experiences that I done been through in my past. When I was a younger teenager, I've experienced a lot of stuff. So I'm 32 now, gonna be 33 at the end of July. That's like, it's fun doing it anyway. But when she come to me with an idea, I literally have to, like, when I did the not sit on my lap. See, look, y'all got me talking about sit on my lap.
See?
Get it off the floor with the Meg
Okay.
song. Get it on the floor. I literally, now that was a process, because I had to, the way that she wanted Lil Murda to look and flex in the video at the same time, and also, still send a shout out to Uncle Clifford, was like, now that was a hard one for me, because I literally wanted to do good off the simple fact that I was on the song with Meg Thee Stallion, first of all.
Of course.
And you did.
Yeah. And also, this is Lil Murda's Level Up. So
Right.
we don't, I've been wanting to call him Big Murda for so long, but she always saying I can't call him Big Murda right now. And so I'm like, all right. Like, y'all know how many songs I done wrote with Big Murda. Like, I be shooting for that Big Murda so much, but that was a process for me. I literally had to. I think I wrote like 20 different verses.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was so like, I literally was in the tub writing a verse, in the kitchen cooking, writing verses, go get in the car because the kids in the house, and I sit in the car for like an hour or two and keep writing, listening to the same instrumental over and over and over.
Wow.
I wanted to be right. I wanted to be perfect. I want y'all to like it. I want y'all to love it. And
mission accomplished.
Like yeah.
So how did you decide on the final verse? What made you say that's the verse?
Yeah.
So I got this one brother. His name is B. He's my best friend in the world. My best friend. If I don't let nobody else hear nothing else, he gonna hear this music. And I literally come to Big every time, and I'll be freestyling the Big, writing the same verses that I dig, and I ask him, like, bro, which one you think? Which one you think? Which one you think? And we'll pick out the best ones, like we'll narrow it down to like the 5, and then I'll send it to Katori, and Katori will pick out of those, and then she'll tell me, rewrite this, rewrite this, rewrite this, rewrite this. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. And then she might circle back around and go back to the original version. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then we so Katori has the final say so.
Yeah.
So everything I do, everything that I do send to Katori, I make sure me and my brother listen to it literally 100 times. Like we got to make sure everything is right. Because it be big for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't never want to get comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you ever have something that you was like, yeah, I love this line, and Auntie is like, nah, bruh. Do you ever feel some type of way? Because I know as artists, we be sensitive about our shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, do you ever have one of those moments where you like, come on, man, I really was married to this?
I had one. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not really.
Okay.
Not really. I would say I had one, but no, not really, because that's what they want. Like, this is my job, so like,
right.
I ain't really too much set on like she won't let me put nothing in there like talking about somebody else who's not on the show. Like, we don't want like I said something like one day on what song was that? When I make it up at this bitch, I think that was that song. I think it was that one, or it was one of those songs. I forgot which one it was. Push that brand new jazz. Yeah. When I make it up out, I said something about Kim K. She's like, nah, we can't say that. I said something about Kim K, and she was like, nah, we can't say that. And I was like,
we don't need no Kris Jenner smoke.
Hell no.
That would have been a cease, deceased, and no cash.
Episode will not be aired.
Okay. All right. So I think this is a perfect time to take a little break. Okay. Here we go.
Are you an everyday hustler? Are you always on your steady grind? Are you a Black storyteller that matters? Check out actor and philanthropist J. Alphonse Nicholson's signature apparel line at 5grinds.com and pick up a t-shirt, hoodie, and book bag and tell the world who you are. That's FIVE Grinds.com.
Every day is a steady grind.
Yes, indeed.
And he got that book bag for our Kogi mama.
Yeah.
Man. And a bunch of Pink Posse picked him up. So it's like at least 5 was copped this week.
Man.
Yeah, I'm grabbing that crossbody because that's hot.
Yeah, that crossbody is hot.
Yeah, big shout out. Big shout out to Fonz. Big shout out to Fonz. That's one thing about him. What you were talking about, man, New Money, about Fonz and just being a dude who got your back and who's solid. Like I was like, hey man, can you put out a backpack? Like, you know, I like backpacks. And when he said that online, he's like, you know what, Coach Mama, I'm gonna go ahead and get that book bag. And I was like, okay. And he really did that shit. So I appreciate him. I got my shit. So, okay, are there any comments? Let me see what we got going on. We appreciate y'all for coming today. Okay.
Diary of a Prodigy asked, what was your thought process during the acapella of 7 Pounds of Pressure? When the music cut and all that, people love that. Now, that was somebody on your team that wrote that verse, right? The actual acapella part.
Yeah, actually, that was between Deontay Hitchcock and David Fuller, 2 amazing artists, by the way. Because like when I heard 7 Pounds of Pressure, I was like, "What y'all need me to do to this? Ain't nothing to be done to it."
Yeah,
like, real talk. Like, because I wrote a 7 Pounds of Pressure, but when I heard that one, I was like, "Man, like, hold up, like." And they went with that one, and I wasn't surprised at all, and I was kind of rooting for that one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.
And, one thing about me, like, I'm gonna give you credit when credit's due. Like, I'm gonna give you. I ain't gonna cut you down. I ain't gonna hate on you. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, they did an amazing job. So when they did ask me to like write something to it, I was like, okay. So I changed a couple parts on it first. I mean on the song, and I redid the bridge over. But Man, look, that song, that was for my thought process on as far as on the part I did. I literally was I was actually going through something. A friend of mine had just died, and so it was already kind of like it was just in a different mode at the time. So when they hit me up and asked me to do it, I was out of town, and I was like, okay, I got it. So like the first two verses I wrote, Victoria was like, oh yeah, because I wrote a verse, and she actually was like, okay, you went past where we wanted to go, so now we want you to make the rest of it match. Like, you got to go deeper now because you went too deep. So she was like, it was great. Now I need you to even go. I need you to continue. Like, so I was only supposed to change a little bit, so I ended up changing more than what I was supposed to change because I went too deep into what she was saying. So it was perfect.
So having the beat drop, was that something you guys did when you put the song together, or that's something Katori and the music supervisors and they did like after production in the show itself, having it a cappella like that?
I think that was something Katori did in the show. I really don't, when I had them, when I wrote the verse and I sent it to him, and then we went to the studio and did it. It wasn't a cappella in that when we did it. So yeah, Katori them had to do that. So. But it was fire.
Yeah, it really was. It made that whole scene just so intense.
Yes.
I mean, the pin dropped in that room. I think we all was like, "What? Okay, what's about to happen?" Because none of us knew.
Yeah, that was. We didn't know if he was about to come out. We didn't know what was about to happen on that stage. And then when he spit it a cappella, and it was like, like he keeps saying it. Fonz keeps saying he's not a rapper. I disagree. Everyone disagrees. But to spit a verse a cappella like that, the way he did it, like, bro, you're totally a rapper. Like, stop it right now. Because it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, he did an outstanding job.
He did an outstanding job. So, FM New Money, I don't know if you like playing lightning round, but we got a couple of lightning rounds for you right now. Have you ever played lightning round?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
So it's basically like a this or that. So we're going to give you, so we got two categories. We have the women of PValley, and then we have Lil Murda tracks. Each one of us is going to give you a this or that. And just right off the top of your head, you like which one you like better or which one you prefer or that kind of thing. So like the first thing that comes to your head. Make sense? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with the women's of PValley. Mercedes or Farrah?
Mercedes.
Okay.
All right. So Haley or Miss Mississippi?
Miss Mississippi.
Whisper or Roulette?
Roulette.
Brazil or all I keep thinking about is her farting on people's lap. I'm sorry.
Well, that just took her out the running.
Right.
Brazil.
I love me some Chinese, so I could go with Brazil too. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to Lil Murda tracks. I'm pretty sure what the answer to this one gonna be, but Get It on the Flow or Screaming Murder?
Get It on the Flow.
Of course.
Okay, so Mississippi Pride or Fallen?
Mississippi Pride.
When I Get Out or Mine?
Mine.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Surprised at that one.
7 pounds of pressure or Champagne Campaign?
Oh, 7 pounds pressure.
but you thought about that because Champagne Campaign Hive is real. That is top tier. That is top tier. Before we move on, though, we had a really, really good question. That's not a voicemail question from one of our dedicated Pink Posse members, Kendra. I'm gonna let Tanika read that for us because I really want to get that answer.
Yeah, Kendra wanted to know what is Alphon's involvement in the music making process besides him being a performer? Like, does he contribute to the writing of any of the songs or anything like that?
Honestly, yes. Sometimes his ad lib game is crazy.
Yes.
He might come out of the blue with something like I told y'all, he surprised me. Like, cause I didn't even know he could sing. Like when we did the Minds, the song Minds. But if I had some feelings for you, but I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? Like when his ad lib, that was him singing in the background, and like
I didn't know that was him.
Okay.
Now I gotta listen to Minds after the show.
I didn't know that was him, and I love that song. It never, my ear never picked up on that.
Yeah, that yeah, he's sneaky. Yeah.
So I just want to throw something in. I see your mom and your sister in the comments. They shouting you out. They showing love. They letting you know they here in support. So shout out to moms and sis.
Tia Walls, Miss Tia Walls, and Miss Chandra.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
I was trying to figure out when to fit them in because we were talking so well. So what's next in the New Money universe? So you write. What else do you do in music? You don't play instruments, but do you produce? What all do you do in music?
Yeah, I mean, I help find artists and everything. You know, I do a lot of networking. I bring a lot of artists together. I do produce. I ghostwrite for other artists and other shows as well.
Okay.
All right.
I'm quite sure y'all ain't peeped the music on something else, but I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Wait a minute.
No, what you mean?
It's something on y'all. I'm gonna wait till y'all catch it.
Wait a minute,
We're gonna find it. We're gonna find
now
it.
you got to have us on a hunt.
We finna figure it out.
Treasure hunt.
Now you know PSR don't play. Now you know we gonna be figuring.
What you about to tell us?
It's right in y'all face. Like y'all really ain't even got to do too much digging. Like y'all already really own it.
Oh, we ain't gotta do too much.
Oh, we gonna find this.
Oh, it's
before the day's out. Yeah.
It's
I need another hint.
Wait.
Right.
Wait.
I said y'all already own it.
I'm thinking something, but I'm like, is it something you can't talk about yet?
I mean, I don't know if I can talk about it, but y'all already own the show.
Oh, all right.
Okay, I think
question answered.
All right. Okay.
I'm so slow and late.
I got it.
Okay, we'll be looking.
Okay. Keep some FBI eyes open.
Yeah, like you say, FBI eyes open. Oh my God. Well,
I want to say it. I don't know if I can say it on here. I don't know if I can say it.
No, don't say it.
No,
you can't say it.
Yeah,
we had did something and got some people in trouble.
Right.
No.
So let's.
Yeah,
so you can DM us later though.
Period.
We'll keep it between us.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little pact. But yeah, not on the airwaves, and then you got people calling you mad.
Okay.
No, I got that.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely tell who. Wait, do we have a?
We don't, but we'll figure it out in a second.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, wait.
I don't.
No, ma'am.
I was shocked too when I heard it, but. Okay, so in 3 years, so we can say everybody heard it here first. In 3 years, where are we gonna see New Money? Where's your name gonna be? What's it gonna be associated with? What kind of projects are you gonna be putting out? What's gonna be in 3 years?
In 3 years, y'all can expect me to literally be like literally the hottest ghostwriter in the city. I mean, well, in the United States, like in the industry. Like,
okay.
Period.
That's right.
You can expect that. Plenty of Grammys, plenty of Emmys. Like, claim it. Like,
claiming it, manifesting.
That's right.
That's right.
Speak those things.
And we absolutely claim that for you. Now, outside of what you can't tell us, is there anything that you want people to be looking out for, projects coming up like in the next few months?
Well, yes, I got some. I don't know if I can tell y'all that. I got some music coming out on the movie. I got some more music coming out on another show as well. I don't know if I could, because I don't know if they ain't
Don't
saying nothing
say
about it
too
yet.
They
much.
haven't said it, but that's so
But
we
We
need to
here.
look out for movies and TV shows and have our ear
yeah,
for
I'm
that new
working.
money sound.
Right.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm working. I'm working.
Yeah.
For the most part, I'm working. I'm working very hard.
Mhm.
You know, and I was supposed to drop a project for y'all, but I couldn't because I had something going on with one of the producers. But now I'm ready to drop it. So
Yes.
dropping
Okay.
on in July. It's gonna drop on my birthday, July 31st.
Okay.
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 Can't wait.
So
Can't
July
wait.
31st is an EP or is a
Yeah, we're going.
full?
Well, it's got to be an EP now. It was gonna be a full
Okay.
thing, but it's got to be an
Okay.
EP now.
Okay.
Okay, we'll
Okay.
be looking for that EP. So where can they
That's
find you, New Money? What are your socials? Where can they find your music and find you?
Oh, I'm on Instagram at New Money _Nation. I'm on Facebook is New Money. Um, all my music that I have out is on all platforms: iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, everything.
okay.
Y'all check me out, man. FM New Money. You know what I'm saying? Go download that. When y'all hear this new music, I'm quite sure y'all gonna love it. It's probably gonna go bigger than
I'm
what it's
sure.
supposed to go.
Yeah, we loving everything so far. So I
Mm-hmm.
can't imagine
Right.
your
I
live.
know, right?
You done had an unreleased stuff people asking about, talking about when Mississippi Mud making it
I
down to
know.
the valley.
Right.
Oh, Mississippi Mud. I forgot
Yes.
to answer that question. I'm sorry. Look, I wanted that song to get on there so bad, y'all. I forgot to tell her about it.
It
I'm
was
gonna
so
send it to her
good.
again. I'm gonna send it to her again, and I'm gonna send
Yeah.
it to
That's
y'all
right. Run
too.
it back.
Mm-hmm.
It could work,
I'm
yeah.
gonna send it to y'all too.
Yeah,
I'm
send
sending
it
to
to
y'all
Yes.
too.
us.
They be having me rep Mississippi. I don't know when I've been to Mississippi last.
No, right?
I be M.I. cricket like I be doing it, so I know Mississippi Mud.
Yeah,
Gonna be doing
send it
Yeah.
to us. I really like that song. When you put it out, I was like, yo, this is fire.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got a
Yeah.
lot of songs I did for Murder that y'all ain't heard. I don't. I know I could put them out. I don't know. I might.
Make an
I'm
unreleased,
gonna let y'all hear.
an unreleased Lil Murda EP.
Right.
We
Okay.
would listen to it.
If
We
I
would all listen to it.
if I can
Mm-hmm.
do that, I will. If I can
Put
do
it
that,
on
I
the
will.
Okay.
underground.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see what can happen. Thank you so much for coming. This was such a
Thank
dope
you.
interview.
Yep.
Like
Yes.
For real.
what you
Thank
Man,
you.
do
look.
for Murder on the show. Like Murder, Alphonse said in an interview recently that y'all very specifically didn't want to make TV music, and mission totally accomplished. Because
Indeed.
these songs
Yep.
can be listened to anytime, anywhere.
Mhm.
I think I was on Twitter, Facebook, one of those, when 7 Pounds and a couple songs came out, and people were like, who is writing this for who is his writer? Because this shit is so fire, especially for
It's true.
TV. Because like the last time we had something anywhere near, I think was Empire, where we actually have music we could listen to.
Yep.
So like this was like the next level of that,
Mhm.
and it's
Yes.
just
Yeah.
amazing because all this
True.
stuff be going triple platinum in my car
Mine
every
I'm
too.
single
telling
day.
you. I'm telling you. I'm telling
I'm
you.
glad y'all
Every
love
day.
it. Thank y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much. I'm glad
Mhm.
y'all love it, man.
Yeah, I have a little murder playlist, like for real.
Right.
I can
100%.
always listen.
We waiting for Alphonse to stop capping, talking about he not no rapper, because between the two of
Hey, look.
y'all,
Especially
Oh,
the
off
look.
ad
TikTok.
libs and like on
Yes.
Screaming Murder, how he changes his cadence, like
Yes.
almost
Yes.
every verse. And I'm like, I know like it's rappers been in the game forever that it's the same sound, which is okay because if that's their sound, that's their sound. But for a non-rapper to change his cadence like 3 or 4 times in one song, like get out of here with you not a rapper,
Yeah.
Alphonse.
Right. It's hotness.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Screaming Murder is a good song. I actually wrote Screaming Murder.
Oh, did you?
but I-
Yes.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's an undercover bop. People wasn't
It
liking
is.
it at first because that's what I call the push-up song when
Yeah.
Lil Murda had heard my Uncle Clifford. But when I heard it in the car, I was like, what song is this? And I was like, oh, the push-up song. And I said, wait, this is fire.
It's fire.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
People sleep on that one, but
Like,
that's the
they
People
bomb.
sleep
we
on
ain't
that one
making
too.
no, we
Yeah.
ain't making no TV show music. We ain't doing
Not
that.
at
No,
all.
It
y'all
sure
not.
ain't. It is really not no
That
TV show
cadence
music.
change from verse to verse. I said, Wait, because I had to think like, does he rap in real life? Because that's like unreal.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know you was the pen behind Screaming Murder. Makes sense, though. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for coming out.
I wrote a lot on. Thank y'all so much. I really
thank you, my dear. We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna send y'all that music too.
Yes,
sure you do.
Thank you.
And like, see if you can do that Lil Murda unreleased tracks EP.
Yeah, go ahead and check
with triple platinum in my car.
Check with Lionsgate Music Stars, everybody.
Yeah, all the people.
Check with them.
I got y'all.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, my dear.
Thank you so much.
Sunday Radio.